aveți bahtalo, Romeia.
You cannot leave me alone in this.
Marika?
How you doing, Marika? The whole family honor thing is behind us.
Whether we go somewhere else or stay here, we will be forever remembering you as the Honorable Gajo.
Well, I didn't do all that much.
Do not be so modest. You did more than anyone else. Your heart is in the right place, Henry.
How's Bohush doing?
He's much better. Since we got medicine from Mama, he does not have fever anymore. Another few weeks and he will be sesto ser macho.
How is life here?
What can I tell you? It is different from being in a cave. We have enough of everything, and Bohush is well taken care of.
What about your family?
I forgive them, and I still pray for Geza. Whatever he didn't deserve to die. Baktalo Tirodrom! You cannot leave me alone in this.
Here, Mutt!
Oh, friend. Good doggy. Good boy.
Good afternoon.
Supposing I just want to fight you.
What did you have in mind? Practice? Or the real thing?
A practice fight is enough for me.
And what will you fight with?
I want a longsword.
All right. And what should I take?
Take a longsword as well.
Very well. Shall we?
I'm ready.
Tell me when you're ready, and I'll start attacking.
You can attack now.
As you wish. Now you're in trouble. Watch and learn. You won't get me. trouble. Go fuck yourself! Now that's what I call an opener! You won't get me! Now you're in trouble! I've had enough of this. But if you want, we can try something else.
I want another practice fight, but with different weapons.
And what's your weapon of choice?
A short sword is good enough for me.
And what should I use?
Take a short sword as well.
Very well. Shall we?
Let's do this.
Stop! I need a moment before we continue. What do you want to try next?
I've had enough. I need to rest.
All right. When you want to try again, you know where to find me.
Here, Mutt.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Everything will be all right again.
Gospel weather.
Do not worry. We will be fine again.
Te aveți bactaul.
Qatar Sal. What's up, Pooch?
Totalnie zmyślał. Te na miejsce.
And it's over. Did your prophecy come true?
Miserere tu che proiandre. You get what you want. You make fool of me in front of all camp. But you win. I cannot deny.
Isn't having your daughter back better than ending up alone, with nothing but your honor?
You asking for a... But yes, you're probably right. Better be taken for fool than lose my daughter. So, everything is good?
Everything's good. Here!
God be with you. What would you like?
Let's have a duel.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Excuse me.
Sit and stay. Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
Could you repeat it once more?
You slash from the right, then left, and then right again. Or the other way around. Do you get it now?
I get it. Let's do it.
Nice. Now do it again. Well done. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally, left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right.
Nice. Now do it again. Well done. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhowl. Also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us. yourself!
So, do you think I have what it takes?
All right. You deserve to be taught the Master Strike. Here's a training sword so we won't get hurt.
Let's get to it.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called Master Strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. Watch and learn! Now you try. Master Strikes are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them. You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block, but this time, you attack instead of blocking. Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle. I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking. Excellent. All right, let's try it once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left, put yours to the right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike. Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. That's the way. You're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normally, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
You're getting the hang of it. Again. Beautiful. Try it again. Excellent. That's enough. Here's a few more tips. If your opponent knows how to perform a Master Strike, don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side. Now for the most important part. You can use a Master Strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a Master Strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
Why should I use the Master Strike?
If all you do is defend, you're bound to fail sooner or later. That's why it's better to counterattack. Strike the opponent's weapon from the opposite side. You'll block their weapon while hitting them at the same time. That's what the Master Strike is all about. Usually, you'll be aiming at your opponent's weak point. If you don't win the fight then and there, you'll surely at least injure and stun your opponent. If that's the case, don't stop. Keep attacking before your opponent has a chance to recover.
Why should I use a perfect block when I can do a Master Strike?
That depends. Sometimes it's good to exchange a few blocks and counterattacks, then unexpectedly finish with a Master Strike. Your opponent can't use a Master Strike if you don't attack from the opposite side. Try changing the position of your blade. Attack unpredictably. If your opponent uses a perfect block and his riposte is headed towards your blade, attack instead of defending, and you might win the fight.
What's better, the Master Strike or combos?
Combos are purely offensive techniques. They're strings of attacks to put your opponent in a position you want. Then you can finish them off with a stronger technique. But even your combo can be interrupted by an opponent's master strike. When your combo doesn't work out, your opponent interrupts it with a block and attacks. It doesn't mean the fight's over. Just use a perfect block. Or you can even use a master strike.
That's enough for me. I think I understand.
Good. That's all I can teach you. Now, it's up to you to learn how to use the master strike in combat.
I'll do my best. Thanks, Tomcat. Will you teach me another swordsmanship trick?
Certainly. But you better not talk about it like that. I mean, between you and me you can. But the Grand Masters make a big show about calling it swordsmanship technique.
I understand. So technique, eh?
Aye, aye. These days, people put their faith into all kinds of shite. And as far as dueling is concerned, it's currently fashionable to give everything German names.
German?
Aye, it's all Mittelhau, Kurzhau, and who knows what else. Who can make heads or tails of it? I simply know how to fight, how to win, and don't give a rat's ass about German.
Excellent. That sounds good. Let's get started.
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something. It occurred to me that a thrust with a sword to the leg of that poor lug you're fighting is pretty simple, but bloody effective. It'd be my pleasure to teach you that.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Aye, as I said, it's a quick slash to the leg. After 2 quick attacks from above, instead of lifting the sword, you unexpectedly attack the knee of your opponent's front leg. Nothing to think about. Quick work, and it's done. Now, come and try it a few times. Well, I'll be. Maybe you've got something in you. Keep it up, my friend.
Here you go. Take it. You're my doggy, eh?
They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. And get this. Milabushka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the shape of his body. So what? Somebody did it in and chucked him into the water. But the river there has powerful currents. The dead man had been floating down the river for...
Come in here, friend. How can I help you?
How's business?
Borek Hashem. I can't complain. Or rather, I shouldn't.
What? Is something wrong?
Wrong? What can I say? It's more like I have such concerns.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Indeed, you can. You can stop asking me how I am and buy something from me, young man.
I have the feeling you're not like the other nomads here. You speak our language a lot more, with only the odd foreign word here and there.
My friend, could it be because I am the only son of David far and wide, and the rest are Anusam?
What does that mean?
Was klotst du, junger Mann? Have you never seen a Jew before?
I don't know. Should I have?
You must be from some very small village, eh? You have really never met one of my people?
I'm sorry, but there were no sons of David in Skalitz where I lived.
Skalitz, you say? I must remember that.
Schönem Dank, mein Freund. Schönem Dank.
So what's new at the camp? What about the Voivode and Marika?
Marika returned with Bohush. I'd never have thought the Voivode would come to his senses.
How's it going?
Oy vey. Chometz ben Yaim. Bad, fortunately. Thanks for asking.
Fortunately? That sounds more like misfortune, doesn't it?
Was machst du, mein Freund? What misfortune? If I was better off, people would envy me or want to borrow money. And those are two things I can do without.
I'll have a look at the wares. Let's talk about the price.
Bitte?
Here, plus a bit on top.
Eppes, schönen Dank. Massa umatantov, schönen Dank.
Go sniff
Call that
somewhere
beast
else.
to heel!
Stop that dog, or I'll report you for being a public nuisance.
Quiet.
So it all came to an end somehow.
And you're the big hero. If it were not for you, who knows how it might have ended. If you ever need anything, just come to me. Our people know how to be grateful.
Tell me something about your family.
That is the Voivode, the finest example of honor and tradition. A mother can do magic and divination, and Marika, she always felt trapped by our camp. She is more like you. She wants to settle down, start a family, and not travel ever again. I say, let her do what she wants, but tell that to father. And Geza, my brother, he was the opposite of Marika. A hothead who would take everything seriously and pull a dagger on anyone who poked fun at him. Chororo.
Haven't you ever thought about trying to live like other people? Settle down and that?
No way! We're free people, not anybody's serfs or subjects. If we're not treated well somewhere, we simply go somewhere else.
What can you tell me about your camp?
It is my home, wherever it happens to be. Although, I rather spend my time in the woods than sitting by the campfire.
You said you'd share your skills with me. Is that offer still open?
Indeed, it is. The forest is my second home, so if you want to get to know it better, you only have to ask. Apart from shooting from a bow, I have also dealt a few blows in my life, and taken a few. So, I know about fighting from both sides.
Sounds good. I'll be glad if you'd share your knowledge with me.
And what do you fancy the most?
Teach me to understand nature better.
If you know where to look, you will find that Mother Earth will give you everything you need to live. So, pay attention.
Atarsal, what's up, Jungoshina?
You silly mutt. Here, mutt! You're my doggy, eh? It's all over. Did your prophecy come true?
The family is together again, at least for now. Geza rests in peace, and in his place we have Bosch. And maybe we can even go to the village now. Thank you so much, Henry.
Do you have any work for a blacksmith, perchance?
You bet I do. Things are not good. They're very bad. You will help us, won't you? You already helped us once. The Voivode's life is at stake. They want to kill him.
What? Who wants to kill him?
Jagalokos. Someone put a curse on my Voivode. At night, it takes sleep away from him. Eats away the skin on his hands. Even the horses are spooked when the Voivode so much as walks by.
A curse? That sounds more like a job for you. All I can do is pull teeth.
I can't help him. But you can, Devleskero Manush. And I'll tell you how. You know what sooth water is?
Some kind of healing potion?
Almost. A ward to protect against magic. Take 3 lumps of coal, 3 breadcrumbs, and 3 pinches of salt and put them in water. Such water will lift even the worst of curses from those who wash in it.
So you know what to do. Fine. Then pour the water on a dung heap, and the curse is gone.
Why would I get rid of it when I can use it?
What good is such cursed water?
It's good for you, Miromanush. You'll forge Karo, a saber for the Voivode. Make it tough, sharp, and dangerous like him. And then you'll quench the saber in the cursed water.
I think I could do that.
The curse in the saber must then gain strength to protect the Voivode, and only harm those who wish him ill. It must taste blood before the Voivode takes the saber in his hand. But it all depends on whose blood it is.
You don't expect me to go and kill a man, right?
Devlale, no!
I could cut off the head of a chicken or something. That should do, right?
A chicken doesn't have much blood in it. But a dog, that might do. Rikon. You can kill one. There were some running around down below the camp. Dirty, foul beasts. No one will miss them.
I don't know. I still don't like it.
How do you mean? What don't you like? Did you want the job? You did. And we'll pay you well. You have my word.
All right, then.
Mistores. Good choice. I will reward you well. But first forge the saber. And do your best, so it serves the Voivode long and well. And here's your sooth water. Be sure not to splash it on yourself.
My dear, everything will be all right again. Do not worry, you will be fine again.
Stay.
God keep us.
Ghastly weather.
Here, Mutt.
Good boy. Good boy.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. What a day.
This'll take a bit longer.
Christ almighty.
Fine. Now to temper it.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
All right. This is already sharp. Everything all right, eh?
Damn it!
What on earth are you doing here?
Nothing.
What's with that hole there?
What about it?
Got some treasure there, eh?
I wish.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I think not. But thanks anyway.
Come now. You surely won't turn down a helping hand. What is it you're up to?
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? But alright then. Listen up. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is... How do I... Sakura. How to explain this? Well, it's just... The hand of God dragged me here to look for the Holy Grail.
And what is this Grail?
The Grail! Christ's chalice!
I don't know about that.
The cup that Jesus and his disciples drank from at the Last Supper. He served them wine from it, and his blood flowed into it when they nailed him to the cross. The greatest relic of all time.
Ah, I see. And why in God's name did you think something so precious would be here of all places?
Because I met this old monk the other day. He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You let him pay you with a scrap of parchment?
Aye,
I mean, he could have given you... I don't know.
but he didn't, did he? That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, not actually exactly. It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue.
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
And what are you going to do when you find the Grail?
Well, then I'll have it, won't I?
They'll come after you. Word will get out that you have it. If you're lucky, they'll offer to buy it for a pittance. If you're not, they'll cut your throat while you sleep. How long do you think you'll last?
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Now, if you tell me what you know, I'll introduce you to people who'd happily give you a castle filled with gold in exchange for the Grail. And I'll make sure you live to enjoy it.
You might be right. I could use a partner who knows his stuff. All right, listen. The monk gives me this parchment and it says, "From 2 magical mountains, gazing to the heavens. Like a thirsty pilgrim I tread the trail. Across the verdant valley to Land's End. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail."
Let me see that parchment.
Here. Can you make anything out of it?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book.
I hadn't thought of that.
Part of the rhyme might be missing. Or maybe there's a map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you all right?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
Take care, Finn.
You're my doggy, eh?
Aves Bachtalo. Good afternoon.
About that saber for the Voivode.
Have you forged it yet? Show me.
It's ready. I quenched it in the soot water.
What about the blood?
There's no blood on it. The poor dog is not to blame for the curse. So why should it die needlessly?
Needlessly? It to die for my Voivode. Go and come back when the curse is sealed in blood.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good. Mutt!
What a day that was.
Welcome back among the living.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thanks to the herbs you brought, my fever broke, and I finally learned what was going on. It will take some time, but I'll believe I'll be alright eventually.
I'll be with you, good sir.
Devra. Pasă ste Jalgoro.
Here, Mutt! God bless. Stay.
Lačo dives, gađo.
Mutt, come here. You
Sister
silly
Jal,
mutt.
why are you creeping around here?
About that saber for the Voivode.
So did you find the dog? Is the curse gone for good?
I killed a dog. I did everything like you said. Here you go. I think I did a pretty good job with it.
Shukariben. Beautiful. The Voivode will be happy about how well it fits in the hand. You're probably waiting for a reward, aren't you? Here, just take it. We've got enough to share. And here's something for you to wear. Let the other folk see that you're our friend.
Thank you. I mean it.
Ah, at least it'll be clear to all. You're one of ours and you don't wish us ill, unlike certain other people.
What do you mean?
When the Voivode was washing away the curse, I looked at the coals in the water. They made circles on the bottom. That means the Voivode was cursed by a woman.
A woman? What woman?
The coals didn't say, though I do have an idea who it was. But enough of that. I'm sure you have enough on your plate already. And we thank you, Miromanush. Take care. Jadevleha! Lachirat.
Look what I have for you. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
You silly doggy.
You
Why,
silly
Sister
nut.
Jal, why are you creeping around here?
Sit. Stay. God bless. Mutt! Come here. Stay.
Hail Mary.
Here you go. Take it.
Jesus Christ be praised. And with you?
You silly mutt. Stay.